Being a strong, virile Maori warrior from New Zealand, well, you just got to deal with these elements and carry on.
What happened here? All right, can you... Oh, okay. Now you can hear us. Hey, friends, we're here again. I got Chrome.
It's Chrome.
Chrome is back in the hot seat. We had a great intro. It was really good, just no one could hear it. I promise. Yeah. Okay. Now you can hear us. Okay, my friends, thank you all so much for your patience, and we're here. We have sound. We are going to watch Book of Boba Fett episode 4. I just got Chrome caught up in the first 3 episodes.
I just watched all 3 episodes up to this point. It's a pretty good show. I'll give you credit.
There we go. Pretty good?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm liking it.
Good. We got episode 4 coming out tonight, and we got some predictions for y'all because we got Chrome back. And so for some of our predictions, we have, let's take a good look-see here. All right. So as usual for the past 3 weeks, I will be predicting that the episode will be shorter than 35 minutes. I have not won yet, and I've been delighted to be the loser.
Oh, yeah, that is a very feel-good.
That's a feel-good loss. It's like one of those things where it's like, I win if I lose, and I lose if I win.
Think about it like this, though. Think of the one Mandalorian episode that was under 34 minutes.
No, there were 2.
Beans.
The spider episode, man.
Don't remind me of the spider episode.
The ice spider episode.
It was still a fun episode. I still liked it.
Yeah, it was just, yeah.
It's not a good one, but I still liked it.
So Chrome is going to take over the over 34-minute block. I think that's just, it's got to be part of it now. I'm keeping all my predictions from last week, which means that I believe that Boba is going to exact vengeance on the Niktos in the flashback section.
Okay, fair enough.
And you think that in the modern era, we're going to see some modern Tuskens.
Yeah, I mean, present-day Tuskens.
Present-day Tuskens.
Present-day
Tuskens. Not contemporary.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
modernized.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's not going to be flashback Tuskens. Oh, shoot, did I spoil something?
What?
I didn't spoil anything for any of our viewers here.
I mean, they should have seen up till now. I mean, if they haven't seen up till now and they're going to watch the next episode, there's going to be spoilers ahead.
That's just a little pro tip for the rest of you guys. There may be spoilers ahead. We're going to be watching an episode of Book of Boba Fett.
We're off the edge of the map now. Here there be monsters. All right, let's see. Drink. They said to add no sound to the drinking game.
I like that. I took a sip for that.
Did you really?
I raised my glass to you.
That
is part of the...
Oh, man. All right, Book of Boba Fett. He's not fat anymore. They made him get in shape. You were commenting on that.
Yeah, I feel... I'm just going to throw out there, I feel bad that Tamir Merson, like, you think, like, when you're an old man, you get to just let yourself go. And nope, we're here, you got to get ripped. He's looking great. He's looking great for his age.
Now, you identified something really interesting when we were watching this, and that was the type of people that Robert Rodriguez tends to cast as heroes.
Robert Rodriguez loves old men being action heroes.
It's not just old men. It's anyone who's not his generation.
Yeah.
So it's people, it's kids, like Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and it's people significantly older than he is.
Like
the Rancor Tamer.
Oh, I've never seen the actor for that Rancor Tamer. I wonder who he is. I bet he has a stellar career ahead of him.
When we were watching it, I was just like, because he'd already made that comment. We were watching it together. I'm like, you're going to be just overjoyed in just about like 2.5 minutes.
No, what I said was, I sure hope they didn't bring back the Legends part of Rancors being weird.
Oh, no, it was a double thing.
Eating, peace-loving,
emotionally complex creatures.
Critlers that are only violent monsters because they're abused so much. Boo! You can have a vicious monster that you love. Whatever.
Oh, apparently it's already out. All right, so, well, we're going to cover the drinking game rules real quick before we start it. Everyone load up Disney Plus and refresh. Real quick before we get in. Drinking game rules because Chrome hasn't played it yet. Number 1, trailer shot, single drink. Godfather quote, single drink. A Jawa steals something, that's a single drink. If the Tuscans beat something, that's a drink.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. We're taking out if someone thought Boba was dead. Sorry, that was supposed to be replaced with... Actually, I think I'm just taking that out because no one seems to think Boba's been dead. Anyone mentions Jabba, that's a sip.
How about we replace someone thought Boba was dead with someone says, we know who Boba is.
You know what? That actually would probably be as...
That totally fits.
They've
done that multiple times.
They've done that multiple times. We know who you are. Yeah, okay. We're going to replace that with that. Mandalorian references single sip. Boba does a Maori thing, double sip. And that has so far been the majority of our sips.
Okay.
We have a couple of finished drinks. One, Boba interrupts someone by killing them. Hasn't happened yet. It goes with your final prediction, which is that you think that Boba won't show someone mercy.
Yeah, he's been showing people mercy left and right. He's going to pull the trigger one of these days.
Yeah. Thrawn reference is a finished drink, and Omega shows up is a finished drink.
I'll finish my drink for Omega.
Omega!
I'm glad
Sorry to everyone who has a New Zealand accent, but we're going to call her Omega.
She's Omega because that's what everyone else calls her. And...
No one else calls her that. That's what she calls herself.
Okay, well...
All right, we're going to load up Disney Plus. We're going to refresh. I'm going to get the timer up first. Hold on, I'm going to get it up to 1 second. Pause it. Make sure. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, Disney Plus. Refreshing. Everyone loaded up. Oh, wait, no. I got to actually get off episode 3 because that's one we just watched. All right. Oh, there it is. And it is 49 minutes. You win!
All right.
I'm a happy camper! Oh,
I'll take a sip anyway.
No. Oh, well, yeah. I was going to say, I'm supposed to sip if you win.
You have to sip for that, but
Yeah.
I'm going to sip because
You want to.
I'm happy.
Okay. So we're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Uno. Do.
Okay, we actually...
Just let it roll.
Okay.
We were 2 seconds behind.
Yeah. The timer is actually 2 seconds ahead of where we are. Sorry, everyone. I don't think it'll make much of a difference.
That means you'll get to see it, and then you get to look back on your phone screen
And see us react to it.
Woo!
Wasn't that cool?
Woo! That was a pretty powerful moment.
That was a really cool moment. Tiny Tuscan Tim. Oh. There we go.
I like that actor.
Here, actually.
I want to know what the reference is with that biker gang.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure it's a reference to something that isn't just Power Rangers, as you've...
My chat named them Power Rangers.
Okay. I'm almost certain, especially with the one speeder bike that has all of the rear view
All
mirrors.
the mirrors, yeah.
Like, there's something triggering in my brain that says...
Oh, Danny Trejo, that's the...
Yeah, Danny Trejo.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was playing with your feelings, chat. I'm allowed to play with your feelings. I'm Chrome.
It's Chrome. The Chrome being... All right, I'm going to drink. By the way, yeah, guys, anyone who's on my team for tonight, Bill says he's on your team just because it's special that you're back. Got to drink because the episode's 49 minutes long.
The back to tank. It's a fun
trope. Or device.
running thing.
It sets up the flashbacks.
I guess that means there are flashbacks.
You did take back. There was a point where Chrome had a prediction that there would be no flashbacks this episode, but he did not stick with it.
Yeah, I thought, like, we have to have a little bit more connecting tissue to him winding up in a place where he wants to kill Bib. Gosh, Bib. What a gross character. Also, chat, what do the Banthas eat?
I was asking that earlier.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, the people on Tatooine eat banthas, but what do banthas eat? Because nothing grows on Tatooine.
Except for the water seeds.
Yeah, those are fun. The black melons.
Black melon. Ooh, I remember that entranceway. I've defended it many times in the Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah!
Did Bib hire the Niktos?
Oh, that would be interesting. No, because the Niktos are working for the Pikes.
But we've already established that there's like an interconnected nature to this thing in the past episode.
Mm-hmm. Dawanga Wanga. Bantha fodder, Big Z. You should know this. Okay, but where does bantha fodder come from? Like, what do banthas eat in the wild? Not like what do banthas like to eat. Tatooine has 3 moons? Why did I not know this?
Who said that?
What?
The 3 moons?
Oh, there were 3 moons on screen.
Oh. You don't know that? Shouldn't you? First and foremost, you should know everything about Tatooine.
Tatooine was never my favorite planet, okay?
It's the most important planet.
It's the most used planet. Oh, what did banthas eat?
Anything?
Anything. I love that that's like Ewok TV show level of stop motion right there.
I like it. I like it. Have you,
It's like
if
those...
you've ever seen a cow, they're the fakest looking animals I've ever seen. I live in an area with a bunch of cows. They're the fakest looking animals you've ever seen.
Oh! That's the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That was his leitmotif. That was the Mandalorian. I knew it! Chat, you can tell Chrome, I have been calling it that this is going to tie into when we see him take down the Krayt Dragon. Oh no, this is season 1.
Yeah, this is
when
the
he got
season
Fennec. Oh, it's the post-credit scene for episode 5 of season 1. The Gunslinger.
Still not a great episode.
No, it's the worst episode of all time. Spiders. No, Spiders has the egg moments. It's got some good moments.
It's got Grogu being a very hungry boy.
And that started that part of our drinking game. When Grogu's a hungry boy, we got to drink.
That was a beautiful scene.
The Mando Ade.
Okay, chat. I'm just gonna throw this out there while it's being relatively low on dialogue. Do you think that maybe Boba Fett in the cloning process is a little... He's an altered... I think he might be an altered clone where the Kaminoans may have given him more Mandalorians.
Okay, so real quick. This is still flashback, but they have the speeders from the biker gang.
Yeah.
It's the same gang, but different members of the gang. These are not the same people, but it's the same...
People.
Oh, so they are the ones who patched up Fennec and gave her the robotic abdomen.
I'm digging the music.
It's weird to see things that are modeled off suits in Star Wars. Spider episode had the Dave Filoni cameo. Oh, that's true. That's where the Dave Filoni cameo started.
Bill's upset with me.
Oh. As you should be. As you should be, Bill. Oop.
We have the technology.
We can rebuild him.
Yeah, all right. I'm bet this. I like our Ripper doc.
Ripper, is that exclusively a Cyberpunk 2070 or Cyberpunk reference?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me when they open up Dolores.
Okay. How about this? We use some Mad Max lingo and call him an organic instead of a mechanic. Part man, part machine. 100% RoboCop.
Fennec wakes up saying groovy.
I know the reference there, Bill. One of these days we'll make him watch Army of Darkness.
Taking a sip because of Ash Williams. Yes, screw you, fool. So he lived with the Tuscans for like 5 years.
Oh.
Boba.
Oh, wait, this is yours.
Right. There's nothing in it. You can fill that up. I gave you the.
Do you have a drink? You have a cup?
It's just this.
Fair enough.
Would you fill it up for me?
Okay, fine.
You forgot your job? Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Finally happened.
We're drinking into it.
Is that a 1 sip or 2 sip?
That's 1. 2 sip is for Maori reference. By the way, that was also a trailer shot and a reference to the holiday special, so that's 2 more drinks.
I'm telling you.
The 1 week we can... Okay. Whew. We're good. Hopefully we don't get copyright struck for that, like, 4 seconds.
Oh, we'll be fine. That's half a second.
So he has to go to Jabba's to get his Slave One back.
Okay. That's why he kills. Wait, when does Mandalorian take place?
5 years after Return of the Jedi.
That feels like a long time for the Slave One to be sitting there.
Well, maybe they used it in the meantime.
Sure. But
Maybe they can't turn it on without Boba. But then, if it was like a bioskin or something, any clone could use it.
how many clones do they have running around on Tatooine?
I don't know. It's Tatooine.
Would they even know that Boba Fett's a clone?
I don't think most people knew. Only people who recognized his voice. Let's just see, they might recognize my face. What's the motivation for Fennec staying with Boba? She explains that in Mandalorian that she just owes him her life, or at least that's what she tells Din Djarin.
Yes, I love the big gross tongue that licks people. It's a great trope. I'm gonna drink to that. It's
All right.
It's a weird trope that happens in a lot of things for some reason. What a fate.
Yeah, free to roam the Dune Sea. Some freedom isn't really freedom, is it?
I remember the scene in Prometheus. I love the big door.
I wonder if we'll get any modern day in this episode. It doesn't seem to be shaping that way. Helm's Deep! has but one weakness that is little more than a storm drain. But how? How can fire undo stone?
Please. Please.
Chat can't save you now. You're off the edge of the map now. Here there be monsters.
It's not fair. Rats are canonical in Star Wars.
Womp rats. They're not much more than a meter long. I bullseye womp rats in my T-17 all the time. I can blow up a Death Star. Oh, the butcher is gonna go butcher. As a General Grievous! Here's what I don't understand. Droids don't need their central processors in their heads. So why? Headshots shouldn't work on battle droids. Prove me wrong. Change my mind.
I think that's a flaw with how...
Oh my goodness! It's a bunny droid! It's the first time we've seen one in live action. I'm drinking to that.
I'm not drunk with you. I like my droids.
I don't know what they're actually called. I just always called them bunny droids. Little creation of Dave Filoni there.
So as far as like why the central processor
Yeah.
is always in the head, I think that is actually really good world building as far as like what it says to the designers
Yeah.
of the droids.
Oh yeah. Just the droid army of the Confederate of Independent Systems would have been so much better if they had put the central processor somewhere else.
I mean, in a sense, the original battle droid did.
8D8 has not been in this yet, no. That was not 8D8. 8D8 is the smelter droid. Oh, Prometheus, says Bill. There's the slave one. I mean, Fire Spray. Take him down, Legolas. Legolas!
Wait,
Oh, this trailer shot.
is it?
Yep.
Oh, neat. This is what I get for not watching trailers.
Eric says chess are center of mass, which means most people shoot and hit it. Putting processor head is a better idea. Dude, why not put the processor in the foot? Like, battle droid legs are skinny.
But feet are, like, gonna be a place of constant wear and tear.
Why not the backpacks?
That's what the original battle droid did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they blew up the computer.
For those who don't know, Chrome asked if he could write me a 40-minute video on the history of the battle droid.
I never ended up doing it, but
he started.
I did do a lot of research into battle droids. The B1. So I'll stand tall as the battle droid expert. And also why a Darth Maul comic is bad.
Which is an unpopular opinion. People really like the Maul comics.
I'm sure every other part of the Maul comic is great except for that part.
Get him, Dad! Get him! Fire!
You know what would really make... Oh my...
Double Gonk Droid! It's a 4-legged Gonk Droid! We gotta drink to Gonk.
Because that's what I originally asked to do a video on.
Was the Gonk Droid, and you realized there was almost no information.
There was almost no. Which almost makes the Gonk Droid even more magical, and I love it. Is that our Gamorrean guard?
That would be pretty cool. Oh, that was a sail, or that was a desert skiff. Well, I'm gonna doubt it. He probably would have burned a toast into that.
No. Well, I bet it's the exact same Gamorrean guard.
That'd be really cool. Oof. Oh, man. That was a killer shot. And I'm not just talking about her shot. I'm saying, like, the camera shot.
Yeah.
That was a killer shot.
That was a great one. Slave One might be my favorite.
It's growing on me. I never got it before Mandalorian.
Like, it's...
Other than seismic charges, of course.
I was really hoping... I didn't say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I was hoping that he would just, like, let loose a seismic charge in that hangar and fly off.
That would have been pretty cool. Oh.
Yep, that's the music.
Vodion. Cult of the Gonk Droid making a comeback. Oh, Cult of the Power Droid, not Cult of the Gonk, you heretic. I love you, Calic. Is Fennec master of Terrace Kasai? Vodion,
Eric, you like the... You know what, Eric? I'll respect your love of Slave One Django's. I'll respectfully disagree, Eric, but you know what? Respect, you know? You're missing out.
Oh, no!
On him just destroying biker gangs. It feels kind of like picking on schoolyard children.
Or bombing innocent wildlife in your T-16 because you're a bored teenager. And this somehow qualifies you to fly an X-Wing with 0 training. Hey, I used to pick on wild animals. Can I fly too?
You can't keep...
What? I missed it.
No. What are they above?
The Sarlacc pit, right?
He's got a score to settle.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no, he's...
Oh.
He knows that he climbed out with the armor, right? Like, he remembers that.
To be fair, he was kind of melty at that point. He wasn't in the best state.
Oh, man. Do you recognize that sound?
No, what is that?
It's from Phantom Menace when they go underwater.
I'm with you, Eric. I'm with you all the way.
What do you say? Let's
Drop a seismic charge in the pit.
Well, this has got to be the Sarlacc pit that the Crate Dragon takes up.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's been a fan theory for the past year. Oof.
Oh, the guns are hitting the sand. I think we might get a charge.
We might get a charge. It might be too much fan service to get one right away. They got to save it.
I don't know. We've had a couple scenes now.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Why can't she go gadget into it like the other cyborg people?
There it is. Oh no! Oh.
Cheers, chat.
Cheers to the seismic charge. You know what? In retrospect, yeah, seismic charge should be a finished drink.
There wasn't much drink to finish.
There's too much for me. I'm not going to finish drink. But I'm saying if I had thought of that for the drinking game, that would have been a finished drink. Next time, don't touch my buttons. There's always a bigger fish. Oh, did you catch the reference to the bigger fish when in last episode?
No.
A bird comes and grabs a rat, and then a giant frog eats the bird that grabbed the rat.
Huh. It'd be great is if they use the Bacta tank to not only like heal up all his weird, gross scars, but if by the end of the series they like use their de-aging technology on him.
Oh my gosh.
That would be hilarious. I'd be about it.
No.
Of course they're not going to do it, but I would love it.
Oh, the curtain blew open a little bit. I know this is probably an important speech, but the cold is unbearable.
Boba just talked about how he understands the system better than the people who
are hiring him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This series ends with Boba growing hair. Classic Eric. That would make him an even stronger, more virile man from New Zealand.
Being a strong, virile Maori warrior from New Zealand, well, you just got to deal with these elements and carry on.
I'm telling you. He's gonna... Nice. I'm telling you, he's gonna... We're gonna get some modern... We're gonna get some contemporary Tuscans in this. If it's not this episode, it's leading to that in the series. He's completely healed. What's he guessing?
I'm gonna guess some sort of bird. It just sounds funny.
Okay. Okay. He turns into Daniel Logan. Oh, we got our little blue elephant man.
Yes!
Look at this little casino area. It's way better than that other casino that won't be mentioned.
Canto bite.
I said it wouldn't be mentioned. Why you have to... Also, I gotta say, I love Trandoshans.
Dude, you would. But they hunt Wookiees for sport.
Oh,
And Black Chrysanthemum is not gonna have a good time.
oh, he's gonna have a great time.
Oh, he's... Oh, man. Racial tensions. Remember from episode 1...
Yeah, I wonder if people not quite as perceptive or knowledgeable as us would get this. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder how they would
Might
feel
make a good
about the
video
scene.
for casuals, like,
Yeah.
you know, people who might not know why he
Just explodes.
just explodes because they look like lizards. I'm sure it'll be explained in this. By the way, that scar on his eye is from Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Oh, okay. See?
Rip his arms off! Trandoshans are animals. They just gave a Wookiee pelt to Boba as tribute. Rip his arms off.
I do want to see that.
We've only been hearing about it for 50 years.
Yeah, 40.
44.
And these are pathetic examples of Trandoshans. These are pathetic examples of Trandoshans. They kind of deserve it. The little bat guy.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, I got it. Hey, Star Tours man.
I know. I told you it's Rex.
Oh, I thought
He's
you...
the
Yeah.
he's the sabacc dealer. I'm drinking to the arm being ripped off.
Cheers, chat. We all won today.
Where's Bosk? And where the heck is Dengar? Oh, it's trailer shot. Ah! That's my prediction. That the dinner of the captains would be tonight, so you drink to that.
What's that guy?
Which guy?
No, we'll talk about it later. That guy.
He looks like a Black Sun member. This whole thing is a Godfather reference, by the way. The meeting of the families, the dinner.
I've seen The Godfather.
Not everyone has, but we're drinking because that's part of the drinking game rules. I guess that is Max Rebo. The blue elephant guy. That's the same guy, not just the same species. It's the same guy from Jabba's palace.
Excellent.
I love that he calls it Tatooine. Like 2 syllables. That's trailer shot.
I like it. I don't like those aqua Viva. The guys on the right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yeah.
Aqualish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. We deserve to get their arms chopped off. My friend doesn't like him either.
I thought he couldn't translate.
He couldn't translate the other language. The dude abides.
I wonder if Max Rebo's a Follis without a snout. Bunny Droid lives.
How does our Wookiee friend feel about
Him teaming with Trandoshan.
Chrysanthemum feel about the Trandoshans?
That's a trailer shot, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Why are we getting the Mandalorian's theme at that quote? Dun-dun.
You can't end the episode there.
We got the Mandalorian's theme when she says credits can buy muscle.
All right, well, I know where season 3 starts.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That was a good episode.
That was a good one.
I think, so, which has been your favorite so far? Of the first 3, which was your favorite?
The second one.
That's what I thought. You seemed to really enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
Which, for me, 2 and 3 kind of tie a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'll agree that 2 is probably my favorite. Especially after going through and watching them again. Like, go on multiple watch-throughs, watching them in order. Because it's a lot different just going through and watching them as opposed to, like, watching for Easter eggs and things like that. So going through and just watching them with you, 2 was my favorite. Where does this one stand?
I think I definitely like this episode. It was a good episode.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is connective tissue, though.
Okay.
This
So you're
very
saying-
much feels like the Mandalorian episodes that are leading up to
Yeah.
the bigger episodes.
So what you're saying is that you don't see this one having, like, when the whole season is out, this one won't have the highest rewatch value.
No.
Okay.
Like, I liked it. It was good. It had fun moments in it. Like, at least 3 had the Rancor.
Yeah.
Like, so, but this one, it feels a bit like, okay, we're connecting, we're moving
We're transitioning
forward.
from the goal of the first 3 episodes to the new goal.
Yeah.
Um,
And I, like, as much as that is kind of a bummer, at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm glad that we went on this journey to get to that point. Plus, we got some fun moments along. We got the seismic charge into the Sarlacc pit, and that was very cute.
we got the Slave One escape, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see a Wookiee rip someone's arms off just because he didn't like him. I was elated. That was stupendous.
Oh my goodness. What else? I'm still mad that Eric just called out that the seismic charge would be dropped in the Sarlacc pit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Eric was like, oh, he should have just done this. And then it ends up happening. Eric, you win the prediction game. As far as predictions actually go, let's see here. There we go. All right. Actual predictions. You won in the timestamp prediction. There were no modern Tuscans, which means you got to take a drink.
Oh, I'm drinking
You're
heavily.
You're
Because I have to drink for your flashback versus Nikta.
No, I have to drink for that because
because they were...
Technically, you're right.
Yeah.
He blew them up with the fire spray Slave One. It's the Slave One. I don't
Why
care.
are they calling it the fire spray?
I have a whole video on it. So the fire spray is the model of ship. Okay, just like the Millennium Falcon is a YT-1300.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
it's a fire spray, and so I think they're just wanting to
they're
distance themselves.
transitioning themselves from perhaps a problematic
Nomenclature.
nomenclature, which part of me is like, sure,
I
but
think
on the
changing
other,
the name directs attention to its problematic
yeah,
nature.
yeah,
Whereas before it's just like, you didn't
It
think
just
about
is.
it.
It just
is. But changing the name like draws attention to
yeah.
that, which they did the same thing with Slave Leia, where they were like, when Disney took over, they're like, there will be no Slave Leia merchandise, and then they realized that Slave Leia made a bunch of money, and so they're like, well, this is Hut Slayer Leia. This is the Hut Slayer Leia bikini.
I have no problem with that. I, like that.
No, but it's literally the same.
It's the same thing.
It's the same
but
thing, except with the slave one, it's like,
the slave one feels a little more forced.
yes,
like
a little,
like
because no one in universe called her Slave Leia.
yeah, no one.
That is a marketing name
To be fair, no one called it Slave One
in the movies. But like that was
so
the
as
ship's
me.
name.
From my perspective as a person who's only watched movies, I've watched a fair number of episodes from the Clone Wars.
Right. And
like,
it's
but
very rarely actually called that audibly.
the only reason why I know it's called the Slave One is because of Lego.
Right.
So, if they want to change the name, I'm like, okay. Something about the Slave One is such a strong name.
Yeah.
That I kind of love it.
Yeah.
But if they want to call it, what is it now?
Fire spray.
Fire.
But you see, it's a fire spray.
It's not the fire spray.
Right. It's just a fire spray ship.
That's it. Huh.
Yeah.
I would really love to talk to like a whole conglomerate of people. I would love to have like a full discussion boardroom meeting.
Think tank.
I would love to have a think tank with people and discuss like, well, let's talk about this because like I understand at the bare minimum, I kind of understand the reason for saying, let's distance ourselves from the name of Slave One. And at the same time, like, oh, Fire Spray. That is a cool name.
Oh, it's a very cool name.
That's a very cool name, and, like, I have no problem with it being a Fire Spray class ship. That's cool.
But it's been a Fire Spray class ship for, like, 20 years.
That's even better. Even better.
They're just no longer, like, in marketing and in toys and things like that, they're no longer calling it the Slave One. They're calling it either Boba Fett's Fire Spray or Boba Fett's ship.
Yeah.
So
it's
a little weird. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's happening. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I said, I think it draws attention to the controversy where there wasn't a controversy before. Because if anyone had controversy, they'd be like, George Lucas named it that, 40 years ago.
And to be perfectly honest, the only reason why I know it's Slave One is because of Lego.
Right.
So at the same time, I'm not super attached to it, but at the same time, I am attached to it. It's a weird dynamic.
So I've got a drink because there was... Wait, no. I got all my predictions right.
Except for the 35.
Except for but I already drank for that.
And you already drank for that, and I drank for your flashback for the Nictos. I drank for the
No Modern Tuscans.
Captain Dinner, and I drank for the... I'll take it... Oh,
Get two
I
more.
forgot to drink for... I did drink for the Modern Tuscans, and I drank for the Captain's Dinner. I do have to drink for the show's No Mercy.
Yes.
Boba... I'm still saying it's going to happen.
I wouldn't be surprised, but it has yet to happen.
I guess I could say that if I was in a more argumentative mood, I could say like him blasting the Nicktoons. But that's not quite in the spirit of how I envisioned it.
Right.
Like, I envisioned it in,
You
sort
mean
of
like him as daimyo.
As daimyo, as, like, someone has, like, some sort of, like, bargain with him, and he says, no. Partner, that's not gonna fly here.
Heavily modified YT-1300. Yes, you're right, Cal.
Yeah, where's the escape pod?
Well, that was already... So,
It's okay. That's why I said it.
I know. That was already modified. The escape pod is not part of the original design. You know what the prongs are for?
Well, yeah, because it's a
tugboat.
It's a
tugboat. It's for pushing bigger ships. The prongs are there to push bigger ships, and that's why the cockpit's on the side, so you can see while you're pushing them.
That's cool.
Isn't that great world building?
Great world building. I love that.
It's a tugboat.
The fact that Han Solo is a tugboat. So good.
But credits are necessary to buy loyalty. Or, wait, credits don't necessarily buy loyalty. You're right, Cal. That's the issue with hiring mercenaries, is someone else can always pay more.
We don't get the Mandalorian next episode.
Okay.
Who do we get?
Bo-Katan?
Who's part of the clan? Who's part of the...
Who? What clan? The Mando's clan?
Yeah, Mando's.
I
think we're gonna get a I think we're gonna get a cameo from a very big boy.
Jon Favreau? You think it's gonna be Jon
Favreau? Jon Favreau.
You think it's gonna be Paz Vizsla?
I think Jon Favreau is gonna be in the next episode.
I thought that's where you were going. That it was gonna be Paz Vizsla. That's his. Mando's name. Paz Vizsla.
His Mandalorian name.
You think it's going to be Paz Vizsla? I don't think you'd need the Mandalorian's musical theme, though, to communicate that. I think the fact that it played the Mandalorian theme...
I think...
tells me that...
it's going to be the Mandalorian.
It's going to be the Mandalorian.
Like, part of me is like, yeah, that's the obvious choice. That is the obvious dead set choice.
Yeah.
I think... they could say the universe is bigger and more complex than that. And Jon Favreau could definitely be there.
I'm not saying he's not going to be there, but I think if anything, he'd be there alongside Din Djarin. Hold on, let's catch up on chat.
Let's catch up on chat.
Eric says, did the Shadow Collective fall when Maul, or with Maul at Mandalore, or is it still kicking around without him? It kicked around without him for a while. I don't know about it 9 ABY, though. Boba got to call up his bounty hunter buddies, Bosk, Dengar, and Embo. An interesting question. Boba hires Dirge, but isn't Dirge dead? Oh, wait. And then the Shadow Syndicate probably fell after Maul's death and leaving Crimson Dawn. Glorious, heavily modified YT-1300. I already read that. So Leia uses that outfit when slaying Hutts. LOL. Huttslayer certainly sounds more badass. You're absolutely right, Bill. I still say it should have been a Mandalorian word. Boba blasted those Niktos into tomorrow. Derpy Gaming says the fact that they acknowledge the change pisses me off even more.
That's fair. The change of Slave One and Fire Slayer.
Okay. You mean that the show acknowledged it?
Yeah, or they call it Fire Slayer. You know,
did they call it the Fire Spray in the show?
Fire Spray.
I might have missed it.
That's what sort of kicked it off.
Oh, okay.
Is he called it the Fire Spray?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
See, I missed that. I think I was either talking or my headphones are off. Eric says there's a new meme in the channel. We got to check that out.
Can't wait for memes. You
mean post-Vizsla, younger cousin to pre-Vizsla? I actually met the body actor for past. Oh yeah, you mentioned that, and I think you even posted a picture of that at. Eric, you're a legend. Oh my goodness, Eric, my lad.
Eric, you make these live streams so much more fun.
Oh my goodness.
What a hunk of junk.
That is stupendous. What a grand meme. Oh yes. The Millennium Falcon is a tugboat, and the prongs on the front are for pushing big ships, and that's why the cockpit's on the side, so you can see while you're pushing it. It's great. Does your chat update if you have the video paused? Mine doesn't.
Yeah, it seems to.
Okay.
I mean, I can unpause it.
Got to go to the live section. All right, let's see. Anything else? Oh, glorious meme, Eric. Yes, it is indeed, Bill.
Okay.
All right. Any additional comments you'd like to make?
I'd say I like the direction that this whole series is taking. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think we've got to get, I think, what's going to be the real show of force for Boba Fett is unifying the various tribes of
Of the Tuscans?
the Tuscans.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's what it's leading towards.
Huh.
Is he's going to hire different people to try to do the job, and he's going to realize that
He needs the Tuscans.
he needs the Tuscans. Only the Tuscans understand Tatooine.
Oh my gosh. And only the Tuscans will want the Pikes gone.
Exactly.
Because the crime families all seem like, we'll remain neutral, but, we don't mind the Pikes being here.
Yeah.
It'll be the Tuscans who want them off their land. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. And I think that that's a very solid prediction to make. That's fantastic.
And
I think
that's not something that can be predicted for an episode.
You know what? Hold on. We had, that I can remember, 2 references to Jabba the Hutt that we didn't drink to. It's always the one I miss. So we got to drink to Jabba twice.
To Jabba.
To Jabba. So.
He gave us Hutt Slayer Leia. I'm here for you, chat. I'm here for you.
Someone has to be.
Exactly, Eric.
What did he say?
Exactly.
Eric says, so Bubba's gonna be the Genghis Khan of the Tuscans. Oh, man. And Pythonic Method says H.
You can't judge me.
I can't read that, Bill. My apologies. I don't know even...
Mic drop. What else were... You mentioned something. You said you had 2 things.
Oh, did I? What were they about?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
You said...
Shoot. Well, I think you make an excellent point that I think that the Tuscans are going to be what he ends up going to after the crime families don't work out. I don't know how the Mandalorian's going to relate to this because we got the Mandalorian's leitmotif at the end.
I don't think we're going to get the Mandalorian. I think we're
Why would they give us the music?
I think it's going to be related to the Mandalorian, but I don't think we're going to get Pedro Pascal
don't
running around,
think so?
Din Djarin running around help, because Din Djarin he's a main character
Right.
who's going to succeed.
Right. As opposed to Boba Fett.
As opposed to his clan, which has been established as flawed people who have different priorities to our main character. Like, I feel like Din Djarin's always going to be honorable, and for the story to work out, we need someone who's not honorable, who's imperfect, who won't quite understand what Boba needs.
Eric thinks that it's going to be Cobb Vanth, the sheriff of Tatooine.
That would
be really cool.
That would be fun. You know what? I think that Cobb Vanth would be the transition into
the Tuskens.
Into the Tuskens.
Yeah.
I could totally see Cobb Vanth coming back into it. I don't think this is when he comes into it.
I don't think so either, but
I love it. I 100% support this.
Mando isn't a bounty hunter anymore. Or he might be, but
plus
I
I will say, I hadn't thought about this at all, but Cobb Vanth and Boba Fett in a scene would be very fun.
Yes.
That is a very fun scene to think of.
Like, I wore your armor for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And, like, for them to, like, come across each other and, like, pause for a second and stare deeply into each other and just like, okay, let's move on. Moving on.
Oh, man. I don't know, Chet. I have to trust my musical gut, and my musical gut says that we're gonna get Din Djarin. Okay. But I want to know what Chat thinks. Who else could that music represent? Because as far as people, I mean, Bo-Katan has her own music.
Yeah, she's got her own thing.
No, but she also has her own music.
Okay.
It's like, bum bum ba-da. It's almost like that tripping over itself. Was it 4/5 where the music is like tripping over itself? That like heist music, like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, that's 4/5. Nice. Good job.
I know a thing.
You know a thing.
I know one thing.
I had to perform that.
The Mission Impossible theme?
Yep.
One on trumpet?
Something like that.
What did you play?
I'm not going to say.
I thought it was trumpet. No, wait, no. It wasn't trumpet. It was
We're not going to say. I'm not going to say.
It was some sort of brass horn instrument.
Brass is best.
Brass is best. Williams would agree with you.
That's why it's best. When you think of the best, you think of the brass.
So,
the exception I'll say is all of ODSTs.
Oh gosh, the soundtrack for ODST.
That is the only exception I think of when I'm like, is brass best? And I'm like, well, ODST was pretty banger.
And what on what instrument is the Rookie's leitmotif?
Isn't it saxophone?
I think it is saxophone. I think that's saxophone that plays on, and then like a lot of the undertones are piano, but then there's some violins that do the build up.
Yeah, it's saxophone. It's saxophone, piano, and violin.
Rain. Yeah, and rain.
Oh. There we go. We're getting into topics far off of the Starn War.
The Starn War. All right. Eric let's see. Eric says Boba's probably going to hear about a. Oh no, I already read that one. Maybe we'll finally get a helmet touch moment that I teased Z with all these months ago. Bill says maybe another appearance from Cobb Vanth. Bill says, I keep referencing Mass Effect and now Deadwood. What a life. I really want to see Jodo Cost in Boba's hunt for this armor, or for his armor. Eric says that'd be cool to bring him in. Calig says Mandalore the Preserved. You don't mean Preserver. Is that a play on Preserver? Mandalore the Preserved.
Okay, who's Jodo Cost? I'm a dummy.
Yeah, actually, that name escapes me at the moment, but if I look it up, I'll probably remember.
There you go, chat. Even the best of us.
Yep.
Look at Wikipedia. This episode
So
brought to
Jodo
you...
Cost is a Mandalorian Spec Ops, who became a bounty hunter during the Civil War. Okay. Not Mandalorian himself, but adopted into the Mandalorian clans.
Kind of like our favorite boy, Jango. Kind
of like our boy Jango. Even like a little bit... Well, adopted in adulthood like Jango, unlike Din Djarin, who was adopted like around the age of 6. Mandalore the Pickled. Mandalore the Preserved Dead Body of Mandalore the Preserver. The music has to be pertaining to someone who was in the Mandalorian show who didn't get their own theme. Because
I'm willing to bet it's his clan or tribe or whatever they are.
So part of the Children of the Watch.
Children of the Watch.
You very well could be right.
I think that is the easier pull.
It is.
In a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it fits the scale.
It does fit the scale. And I will admit that
because the music is so connected.
It's so connected to the character of Din Djarin.
And it's unfortunate that the Children of the Watch don't have their own theme.
Because, you think of like Bo-Katan's got her own theme.
Yeah.
Luke, according to the Mandalorian, has his own theme within that context.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who else would be potential characters from the Mandalorian who could come in? But then again, they have to be people who would be hireable. And here's the thing. Fennec's line of money can buy muscle doesn't make as much sense if it's like, oh, well, Din Djarin owes us a favor.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say money can buy muscle in that context.
Yeah.
So, I see the evidence that points away from it being Din Djarin. I'm not oblivious to it.
Children of the Watch. Children of the Watch. They do cool things when we need them. Children of the Watch.
But who watches the Watchmen? Mandalore the Embalming. He took higher bounties by pretending to be Boba, killed him because he sucked at it. Oh, this is about the guy I just looked up, Jodo Cost. He took up higher bounties by pretending to be Boba Fett.
Okay.
And Boba killed him because it was ruining his reputation and he sucked at bounty hunting. I subscribe to the theory that Max Rebo's species is related to Volus. Changed my mind.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Volus or Mass Effect, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
It's been a few years since you've played Mass Effect.
They're the little guys. They're the little mole people,
They're
right?
the mole people. So Max Rebo is just a Volus without his pressure suit. Maybe the armor makes a comeback. I was thinking that when you were trying to allude to Jon Favreau, I was thinking that maybe you might be about to reference the armorer.
The art... No, because armor doesn't go on jobs.
No, she doesn't. But then again, the compound is destroyed. The covert is destroyed.
Yeah.
So maybe she does now.
But even in the context of their society, she has more important jobs to fulfill.
That's
whereas
true.
Others are more front and center to take up that role.
Eric says money can buy actual gangs instead of moped teenagers.
I certainly hope so.
I certainly hope so.
Like, The moped teenagers, I think, is just to show the growth.
What growth? Growth of whom?
The growth of Boba Fett's empire.
Yeah, it's a starting point.
Yeah.
So what? So I haven't asked you in private, nor have I given you a chance in public to say, how do you feel about the hipster biker gang, the Power Rangers?
I'm fine with them.
Okay.
I'm fine with them. They're your low-tier city scum that you start off with. You know, they're your level 1 crooks so that you can get to your level 99 crime boss meme. You know? Like, it's... I feel like that's fairly self-evident in how they're presented. And if you got a problem with it, you're a fool! You're a fool! Everyone's got to start somewhere. Look at him. He's nodding with me. It means I'm right. Everything I say is correct. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. And leave a dislike.
I still do invite people to dislike the video if they learn nothing new.
No one will see them.
I post them once a month in my Discord and on my Twitter. I post all my like to dislike ratios on my Discord and my Twitter once a month. And that is...
He doesn't need to do that.
I don't need to do that.
He could hide it from you.
I could. But...
the general public will never see.
It's how I keep myself accountable. Since YouTube took that away, and I'm like, why you do that, YouTube? I know why they did that. I don't like why they did that. But not my call.
All community interaction is good in community interaction. You heard it here first.
If you don't like my video, I want you to be... If I made a video that's a tanker, I want people to be able to see it when they click on it. And if it really tanks, I'll just privatize it because...
No, don't privatize it.
Well,
we need to know your flaws.
No, it's not about that. It's not about hiding it. It's about, like, I don't want to be spreading misinformation. And if people are disliking it because it's wrong, I don't want it up there. I don't want people to be under the stupid disillusion that some other YouTubers seem to be perpetuating that Mace Windu was the Padawan of Yoda. That didn't happen, people! That's not real. Mace Windu had a different Jedi Master. He was never Yoda's Padawan. It's not a real thing. Don't let other people lie to you. Please stop the misinformation. Chat's going crazy. Hold on. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's just showing up on my stream late. Weird. Actually, maybe it's not. Let me pull up chat again. Oh yeah, no, chat has not been updating on here. So I've got a little bit to catch up on. Max Rebo was referred to by name. Max Rebo is indestructible confirmed. I'm not sure Rebo was on the sail barge, but I'm gonna have to make sure of that. Let's see. Hey, Boba is being cheap. LOL. R says also Boba's armor is Beskar confirmed. Yes, it is. There was a point where Star Wars, in fact, canon material claimed it was Durasteel. The new encyclopedia, the new Star Wars encyclopedia, I think it was, identified Boba's armor as Durasteel. And this episode confirmed that is retconned. Boba's armor is indeed Beskar.
So why does it have dents?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe he just takes some real heavy dings.
Well, the dent is from when he was shot in the head by Cad Bane, but that shouldn't have dented it. Otherwise, Din Djarin's armor would be pretty dented.
That's fair.
Of course, Chrome makes a reference to the Mob City gang ads. Level 1 Segway San Francisco gangs. Max Rebo has survivor's guilt. A reverse Metallica scenario where instead of only one band member died, only one band member survived. What happened to Watto, the best character? This is Watto's hometown, by the way, of Mos Espa. This is where episode 1 takes place. I'm going to give Chrome a stroke here. Why isn't Watto here? Privatize it and link it on the Discord. Yep. Just be like, hey, everyone, this video is wrong. In fact, I could even do that. Just like rename the video. This video is outdated and incorrect. Rebo was on the sail barge. Bill says to check the Discord, Chrome. I'll think you'll get a giggle out of the meme that I found. And then R says, I thought they were emphasizing that Manda's armor was pure Beskar or something. Oh, that was pure Beskar. So maybe... Are you suggesting that Boba's is like a Beskar alloy?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I think you brought that up to me.
Did I?
Yeah. You mentioned where it was probably an alloy.
Because, like I said...
It's not pure Beskar.
Maybe.
Like, that's what makes Mandalorian unique, is that his armor is pure Beskar. And, most other armor is an alloy of some sort.
Well, you see, I thought that was... I mean, if I'm remembering that conversation correctly, or at least if I'm transposing my current information onto that past conversation, I would have thought that not the Mandalorian's armor, but Mandalorian armor is pure Beskar. But maybe...
Yeah, the way I interpreted it is you saying the Mandalorian is special because his armor is pure Beskar, and all other armor is like a lesser alloy of some sort, and that explains why Boba's armor can get dinged and whatnot.
See, I don't remember believing this, or I don't remember ever thinking this or saying this, but it makes sense, so I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe as I've learned more and more about Star Wars, that information has just gotten pushed further back. Eric says that Boba's helmet isn't Beskar. That was what was confirmed in an encyclopedia when Disney first took over Star Wars. Different Beskar grades. The helmet was damaged in the explosion if it were Beskar. Legends Mandoade used Beskar alloy. Oh, it was Legends. The helmet was literally used as a grenade. The helmet was trashed. Well, that was Jango's helmet. It's not Boba's helmet. All right, cool. Well, chat, I think this is time for last comments. You've overall ranked the episode as a connective tissue.
Yeah, and in that sense, I feel like it's sort of unfair to
rank it in comparison to the other two or three.
Yeah, like even the third episode, I would say, is kind of in that same genre of connective tissue. This one is clearly far more
connective. Part of it was because it was longer. We had, the meeting of the crime bosses. Last episode, we at least had like that introduction of the Pikes coming to Tatooine. So now we got Omega and Tatooine.
No 3 syllables here. It's only 2. Baby.
My name's Omega. You're the Bad Batch.
Okay, stop it.
Hunter!
No!
Oh, man, guys. Did you know that Chrome moved to Massachusetts before the duel with Cad Bane and Hunter?
Oh, boy.
Did you ever watch it?
I didn't.
You didn't watch it?
I don't have Disney Plus.
Okay, chat. Does Chrome right now, in front of all these witnesses, have to watch one of the greatest Western references in animated Star Wars?
Nope.
Please make him. By popular vote.
No, I don't.
You're gonna have to.
I'll do it eventually.
Nope. You clearly won't.
It's
been almost a year.
It's been a couple months.
It was April, so...
It's been a couple months.
It's been like 8, maybe 7.
It's been more than a few.
Kagath!
All right.
I'm sorry, Chrome, says Bill. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Quick questions. Do you know anything about Gamorreans?
Me?
Yeah.
Very little.
You know nothing about Gamorreans.
Very little is not nothing.
That's close to nothing. I know that they're
Oh man, should we
green
watch
and...
the whole episode because Fennec Shand is in it?
No. I don't want to... We're watching it right now?
Yes, on live stream for everyone to watch.
I unplugged my headphones.
It's got Seth Green in it.
This Seth Green.
Well, in Mass Effect, he's Joker. Your headphones are right there. Get him. You lazy butt. I'm calling him out.
Gosh, what is he? Chat.
Do you know what I'm doing to you? Alright, chat. This, if anyone wants... Eric says, yes, I know a lot about Gamorreans. They're green pigs.
Exactly! Like, that's all that I know about them. They're green pigmen.
So we're watching episode 8. We're starting at 19 minutes and 2 seconds.
19 minutes and 2 seconds. I've missed the entire plot.
Yeah, but you don't need that for this.
We're
We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Alright. Alright. Because Chrome has to watch this.
Oh, it's the evil one.
Crosshair!
Yeah. Is he okay? Why aren't they stormtroopers?
It's still the first months of the Empire. Who could have killed that many clones?
Grievous.
This scene was made for you.
Okay, we'll see. I'm glad that Cad Bane's calling out the writing. Oh boy. Oh, I do remember this actually.
Oh.
You sent me YouTube links.
Oh. We're going to watch it again because it's cool.
Oh, that's alright. You know, I'll look at them. They're gonna do this thing. And... Kerchow! Look at that.
Alright. That was it. That was fun. I'm glad I made you watch that again.
That was 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's all you needed. Alright. Pencil says it's a yes, and I think that was referring to the, or
You know
else
what?
it's a yes.
I'll I'll just go with it. Yeah, well.
John
Rambo.
and his adopted Kiwi dog. What is that?
John Rambo.
Gamorreans look like they're the first edition D&D orcs.
Who has the guts to say such a thing?
They're big, stupid jellyfish. Okay, wrong franchise. And we got a Republic Commando reference. The visor POV. And you were deceived in your Republic shellfall. Too few people talk about the visor POV. And then Eric Chung says, I really want to see Boba versus Bane duel finished. I really do too. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I think that for the most part, that's about everything.
That's about everything. You know, I even covered predictions for the future of the season.
Yeah.
Even Big Z doesn't have fat predictions like that.
There's one, and I think that it's going to show in the background timeline that him getting rid of the Nikto is going to be the reasons the Pikes leave Tatooine in the past.
Okay.
And so that's why they're going to come back now.
Why are they coming back now?
Well, probably because I think they got a vendetta against Boba.
You think they're just here? I think it's strictly business.
It might be. It might be.
That's a Godfather.
I'm out of drink, and I'm not going to get more because I've got to drive us back to... the Lore Star family has moved. We are about 10 minutes further in, and but...
Next time we watch Lore Star, it's going to be an entirely new set.
Probably, depending on how moved I am at that point. Because I don't have internet set up there, so I have to drive back to the old house in order to use the internet to live stream. So I'm not living here anymore, but my office is still here, so I still work here.
I still see a 3D printer over there.
I've moved 3 of my 6 3D printers.
It's not even printing.
None of my printers are printing right now.
It could be printing things that I like.
I should have been printing things that you like.
Well, you should have been, but you didn't.
I've got a printer at home that I can set up.
Foolish!
I feel like a bad person now. He doesn't like resin, though, so...
I do like resin. It's fine.
Okay.
I tease him about the resin, but...
He says I'm going to die.
I'm just saying that you should be more careful with your resin printer than
I got a
currently are.
rebreather.
Okay, well, that's all I'm asking that you to do.
I got a painter's
mask.
mask.
That is it. That's all that I ask.
Okay. I got a painter's mask, so I'm okay now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Let me just read last comments from chat. Huzzah, ouch. So's commute is more than just a brief walk. Just for the time being, just until I get internet up there. Well, guys, say goodbye to Chrome because he will be back in Massachusetts next week.
I'll be gone. I won't be here to have my deep cuts and even deeper takes. I won't be here to tell you that this show is Lawrence of Arabia, but cool. Because it's Mr. Spaceman Bounty Hunter.
He called that pretty early with the train. He's like, oh, the Tuscans are all their culture's gonna die, isn't it? I was like, I can't say anything. He's like, oh, by the way, did they retcon that stupid lore about Rancors being loving creatures? I'm like, how much do you know? It's like, I just know that in the past, they used to say that the only reason Jabba's Rancor was angry because they abused it.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not saying anything.
And then what did it turn out to be but true? Actually, no, they did a fair amount of retconning. Like, they're like, oh, it's a vicious fighting animal. Which is more than what I got from in the past.
So, they said that Rancors are used for fighting often, but have a soft side.
Yeah. Which, but that's coming from Danny Trejo, the trainer.
Yes.
So
it feels like... it feels like it's like this is a side of Rancors that
that's-
most don't know.
Exactly. Whereas before it felt like, oh, Rancors are a peaceful thing, and
Right.
Jabba just kidnaps one because it looks cool and zaps it in the corner until it gets really angry. That's what it felt like before, and maybe it was, maybe it wasn't the old lore.
I don't know. I'd actually never heard that before you said it, because Rancors have always been kind of like, I know Rancors mostly from non-Return of the Jedi, from video games, where they're always kind of monstrous killing machines.
Yeah, because that's
cool boss.
It's like Rancors are cool, and there's no reason for them not to be monstrous killing machines.
Right.
Like, why would you have them be this stupid, friendly neighborhood,
Rancors
basically
mans.
equivalent of like a friendly elephant?
So to read the goodbyes, Eric says, so long, Chrome. Bill says, it's been fun as usual. Peace, Big Z and Chrome. Peace, chat. Till next time. Calix says, not just the men, but the women and children, too.
I may have called that one out as well.
Yep.
When I was rewatching.
He called that before it happened. R laughs at Lawrence of Arabia, but cool. Bill says he actually enjoyed Lawrence of Arabia, and he respects your opinion. R says Lawrence of Arabia doesn't have Max Rebo, making it ultimately lame. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. And Force Unleashed Bull Rancor. I do remember the Force Unleashed Rancor. I remember the Rancor in KOTOR. There's even a Rancor in Vader Immortal, Chapter 2. So, anyway, chat, it has been a grand time. It has been so much fun to do the stream again with Chrome. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, may the lore be with you now and forever.